Caleb Wolfinger alongside my colleague Evan Patrick here, back at Beaver Stadium for one of the final times this season. Penn State took down Indiana today 34-27 as Nittany Lions responded well to the loss at Minnesota last week. And things got started pretty quickly in this game. After a Penn State 3-and-out to start the game, Indiana muffed a punt and Nittany Lions took over and scored on the ensuing drive to go up 7-0. The Hoosiers would respond with a touchdown of their own as Peyton Ramsey led the Hoosiers down the field and to score and tie the game at 7. And that was really a theme for the first quarter as Penn State led 17-14 after 1. The over-under for this game was 54.5, and we had 31 total points after the first quarter. But a lot of Penn State's success today was to their ground game.
Yeah, I mean, Penn State had to rely a lot on their ground game. In that first quarter on a kickoff return, KJ Hamler exited the game with an injury and did not return for the rest of the game. And Journey Brown really had another outstanding performance today for Penn State. He said after the game that he thinks he's been playing some of the best football of his career. He's really getting his feet under him. And without Noah Cain playing today as well, it was really Journey Brown, Devin Ford show. And even Sean Clifford was getting in on the running game. I believe he finished with around 75 yards rushing. 55 yards rushing.
2 touchdowns.
Correct, and he had that 38-yard touchdown run there in the first quarter. Journey Brown was joking after the game that they might have to get Sean Clifford in on the Lawn Boys chain. So it was really, really an impressive performance from the Penn State offense, considering two of their most reliable playmakers, Noah Cain and KJ Hamler, really didn't play a part in this one.
Yeah, and on the flip side of the coin, Penn State's defense was much maligned after last weekend's loss to Minnesota, where they gave up a lot of yards, big chunk plays. Not as many chunk plays today, but Indiana, one of the most effective passing offenses in the country, dink and dunk their way to points. And it almost cost the Nittany Lions at some point. Indiana had a number of special teams miscues. They dropped a touchdown in the end zone, which would have really hurt Penn State, and it would have tied the game up at that point, I believe. So Penn State's defense heading into Columbus next week is going to be a major question mark. They've been rock solid all year, but the last couple weeks there have been some chinks in the armor of the pass defense. And that's where we'll be next weekend in Columbus as Penn State will head and take on Ohio State in what should be the game of the year in the Big Ten. I know a lot of fans have had it circled on their calendar. It will decide the Big Ten East Championship in all likelihood. And this is the game that Penn State has waited all season for. James Franklin talks a lot about 1-0 this week, and that's the right mentality to get Penn State to where they are at 9-1. But at this point in the season, it all comes down to one game, and that game will be next Saturday in Columbus at noon. So make sure to follow us throughout the week for coverage leading up to that, and tonight on social media and on the website for our coverage from today's game.